Just like that, we are the proud owners of our very first property. We got ourselves one in Unadilla, New York, and we'll go check it out now. We're probably gonna stop for a celebratory meal and then head on over. We did it. Come through the tree cove and up, you will come to our property. Here it is. This is ours now. This is maybe 3 or so of the 13 acres that we now own. It goes back in a rectangle, and I like it. It's got the flower perimeter. This goes a little further that way too. And then it goes out and around, nice flat spots over here. There's a power pole back behind those trees that hopefully we can get set up pretty quick. But here it is. Welcome to our very first property. The camera around, you come up through there. There's the alpha, and then it swings all the way out there to that tree line. You got, this is about halfway the distance back to us. There's a little pad over here. Take that tree down. Keeps going. We got to pull this down. That's where it goes back like 10 more acres. And then we've got this whole section out here which goes to the street. So yeah, there it is. More because I'm excited about it. Here is our very mossy, overgrown cement pad that we are going to clear off. Probably put a shed on a little gazebo. Those are the trees. That's probably our well right there. If we clear this out a little bit more back there, we could easily fit the RV. Whole big section behind us. Again, that's where it goes back to the trails. I haven't even been back there. I've only seen this front section. And then comes around. We've got this tree. Probably gonna cut this down, make this like our fire pit hangout section. And then maybe make a loop driveway that runs through so we could just pull through nice and easy. Probably gonna end up getting a shed back in that corner too. Who knows though? There's so much to do, so many options. Super excited. Yeah, let's go. As it goes when you buy abandoned properties, I'm sworn by bugs, but loving it. We've got this garbage, gonna get to clean that up. Here's this whole area too. This is back behind those trees that I was showing you earlier. That's where the cement pad is, so all over here. So exciting. Got a lot of stuff. There's a whole bunch of tires to clean up. We're gonna have to pull whatever that is out of there too. We've got whatever this debris is, but hey, it's gonna clean up and look way better than this and be ours, which is awesome. Up the big hill and get right to our property. The hill continues up, but if you look right here, that is the entrance. We got the rusty oil drum to let us know where to turn, and then you come through the trees. One of property ownership, we are at Home Depot. We're starting the very first property project. We're gonna clear off that cement pad. I've got my Ryobi starter kit right here. I had the same one I took from my mom, but I gave that back to her last time I was home. So now we got our own, and we're gonna see what we could do with it. I've also got a broom and a snow shovel. We're gonna use that to try to get that clean. And we're also gonna look at the electric box. We're trying to get some electricity out here. We do have the spot for the meter. It's missing the glass dome and a gray box that you can put fuses in. So we'll see, we're getting closer. Ching's showing us how it's done with the Weedwhacker over there, and I've been clearing off the cement pad, did that section. Still gotta do all this. But look at her going, she's making the way to the truck for us. An excellent job with the Weedwhacker, and I have taken to war sorting my way through these trees. Apparently we gotta take these down, they die in the winter and then snap. It's right where we want to build our shed by the pad, so I get the job of going, yeah! Well, after quite a bit of chopping, the forest has been thinned. The pad's covered in the trees now. There's the Ching with the truck and her trusty Weedwhacker. She's been making such a nice driveway for us. Now I'm sawzawing my way up and through, trying to make it so that the driveway up is a little more clear. Ching did a great job clearing all that out, so now I'm going to make it wide enough to swing a trailer in. We're going to go to the property to do projects there, but we decided to do this first since it came in. We are replacing this disgusting looking old frosted glass with these metal accents. Not quite loading too nice there. There we go. So yeah, it's going to have a nice metal texture on it. These panels are just held in with this silicone around the edge, so I just pushed it out. You could heat up the silicone if you need to. And now we are going to lay it down on our metal and just match up the pattern so it's even. Right here, if you look, we're lined up pretty much on that line there and on the same one up top. So I'll trace it and just snip away with your snips, and then you'll eventually get it to the shape. Do that. Second version looks pretty good. There are some spots that are touching a bit, so I'm going to trim those down so that there's no pressure making it warp a little bit. But if we close it, look at that, it even stays in place with no glue. It's like it was made for it. I had a lot of luck just heating it up and then rolling it off with my finger. I can't do that on camera, but yeah, basically I just hold it under and right above it go shoop shoop shoop, and it comes. Silicone peeled away. We could try dry fitting it one more time and then try to find our our caulk gun to see if we could put it in. And it fits perfectly. There's no pressure on any sides. We can wiggle it around. Pressure will push it a little bit out of the way, distort it a little bit. So that's good. Now we're going to try to find that silicone and put it in. So I'm going to make all of the others, because we're replacing all 4, to cut them down to size. And then we will go get a caulk gun. We're going to go to the property and do some projects there too today. So I'm sure I'll probably end up at some kind of store. And it's looking pretty good. Not siliconed in, but they're nice. After a little hardware store haul, we've got this local store that's been in business since the 70s. The owner passed away earlier this year, and then somebody who's worked there for a while bought it. They've got all types of good stuff at pretty good prices too. This is right down the road from us, so I'm sure we'll be here pretty often. And better than going out to Home Depot, you know, keep it a little local. 2 of property projects. Ching is getting her trusty Weedwhacker. I am going to go work on the cement pad over there. We just went to the hardware store and got our tools. And then we are probably going to continue opening up the main entrance. And finally, we are going to try to make a clear path to the electric pole for the electrician to come next week. We also want to set up a temporary little structure we have. One of those like clamshell pop-up hexagon things that we got for camping that we just never really used. But if we put it here, we could keep our tools in it. So we'll put a spot for that. Give it a little... And keep going until eventually it all comes up. Much easier with 2 hands, but, you know, doing it for you guys. The cement pad project. I have a shovel now, so I'll be able to scrape away at all of these big weeds. We left this chair here yesterday as a test. No one stole it, so clearly this is a safe neighborhood. And, yeah, we're going to get this all cleared up, hopefully. Let's get started on that. Just give it a little... And keep going until eventually it all comes up. Much easier with 2 hands, but, you know, doing it for you guys. Well, the Weedwhacker ran out of wires, so Ching is using the trusty machete to chop her way through. She's doing pretty good with it, too. I'm going to get back to the cement pad. Look at that progress. We're already making great way at clearing this off. Crazy what the right tools will do. We're going to use our leaf blower. Look at that. Already making great progress. Follow our journey all the way through. It will bring you to Unadilla, New York.